Well, that stinks. Doesn't work the way I thought it would. Oh well. I'll keep these up, I guess. Hi, cat. Hi. I haven't streamed in like years. I'm kind of really nervous. I haven't even started doing anything. I'm just making sure it's all set up. Hi guys. How's it going? Oh my god, I've got 3 people in my stream. Oh my god, guys, I'm famous. I'm fucking famous. Wow. Wow. You're so cute. Thanks. My poor model. I worked so hard on it and it just never gets seen. I'm trying to do like a multi-stream thing, so it's on like YouTube and also Twitter and also Twitch. I don't know if it's working, but I'm hoping. Yeah. Guys, my heartbeat's going like crazy. Like I'm so nervous. But it's all good. It's all cool, right? It's been literally years since I've done this. I don't remember how to stream, guys. I don't know how to do this anymore. Okay. Yeah, I just need a... I'm working on, like, commissions and stuff today, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to do it as a stream, you know? Maybe a little interesting. But I'm kind of terrified that I won't even be able to focus on the, like, the commissions because I'll be nervous. Teehee. So... yeah. You're interested? Well, I'll tell you this, like, I have to clean up the model a little bit, especially before, like, the idea of showing it off to anyone, because I have, like, a billion ridiculous-looking layers, because these are, like, the placeholder layers of things, just to make the template easier to work with for the, like, the YCH model aspect of it. So, yeah. Yeah, that's the layer that I used to do, like... Oh. Just kidding. We disconnected. Teehee. This is the danger of drawing on iPad and trying to get that to stay connected to PC. Whoops, hang on. You're fake and you weren't following? Come on now. There we go. I'm actually really glad it's only you guys here so far, because I keep forgetting that the iPad has my real name on it, so teehee, nobody has to know. Besides you guys. Accidental docs. Oops, I'm gonna have to fix that. That'll be awkward. Okay. So I think my favorite place to start on these models so far. Look at this cutie. Also, can we talk about this? How cute is this little lady? She's gonna be such a cutie as a little bean. I think the favorite place for me to start is on the outfit. So that is where we shall start. Get that big head out of the way so I can actually see what I'm working on. And like I didn't even set up the file that I have that I copy every time I'm gonna start a new one of these. I didn't even set up the drawing guide. Didn't even set up the symmetry. She is so cutie. Love her corkscrews. Yes, they're so cute, right? Aren't they adorable? They're just so stinking cute. Hello! 1UpGamer250. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, the little corkscrews are so stinking cute. I'm a little nervous about, like, transferring the lace to this more simplified style. But we're gonna see how it goes. I have, good, I have good hopes. I have high hopes here. Click this really quick, too. Sorry, teehee. Okay. So one of the things with this model is because it's such a little bean body type, it's so chunky. Sometimes when I have these, like, pretty ladies, I gotta give them a little bit more of a snatched waist, you know? It's somehow like, as soon as I know people are watching me, it's like I completely have forgotten how to draw. It's like, how do I do that? I don't even remember how to do that at all. Actually, it's not even that weird. Like, I hang out with you guys in a Discord call all the time and do things like this. But for some reason, this is just different enough to make me nervous. Yeah, I will snatch her waist in a little bit. Like that. Just a little bit. So how are you guys doing today? You guys coming in to hang out with me? Y'all are so sweet. Everybody coming to say hi. Hello, Halloween. Welcome in. I think I've seen a few of you guys in some of the other Apeiron streams, so thanks for coming in to say hi. Thanks for coming in to check in. I don't think that shape is very correct. She's got that, like, corset bust sort of thing. It's got to be a little more up, you know? More... what would you even call that? I don't know. But they're up there. They're, like, corseted. They are up in your face. Yeah, that's a bit better, I think, for the shape. She's a little busty. It's okay. Push-up bra? Something like that, yeah. I think people are following. Thank you for the follow. I think that was me checking. No, that was 1UpGamer. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Hughes fuck alert. Thank you. Hi, Llama. How's it going? This is too many people. This is too many people. There was not supposed to be this many people here. I actually, like, I told myself when I was about to click the going live button, I was like, no one's gonna come watch anyway. Nobody's gonna be here. Nobody's gonna show up. It's gonna be fine. And there's no reason to be nervous. And now there's all these people. And now I'm like, I guess I had a reason to be nervous. But thank you for everyone who decided to come in. We brought the huzz. Bringing in the whole gang. the way, like, the proportions on this are so stinking cute, and I'm gonna have to work, like, really hard to make sure that they look right in this form, you know? Because, like, we're taking this super cute petite little body and just beanifying it. It's a hard one to do. The huzz alarm went off. What is that? Okay, so huzz is, like, husband, right? But I am noticing that, there's a lot of ladies in the chat. The huzz senses were tickling. Like, the chat, the huzzes are the ladies. What? What? Huzz is not husband? What is huzz? What? But that's what it means? What? Huh? What got auto-modded? Wait, guys, I do not know how to do anything. What got auto-modded? Hose. Oh! Oh, I see. Okay, I see. So then it makes sense that it's the ladies in chat. I see! Got you, I got you. I understand now. That makes sense. It sounds like it should be husband. It sounds like it should be the husband. Not the hose band. Husband, not band of hose. Call Ben the hus. Call future husband the hus. You know what? You know what, Halloween? It is super satisfying to use, and it's actually just like an edit of one of the default Procreate brushes. I think it's 6B pencil, or I think there might have been one that was actually just called pencil, and I just moved it to my little setup over here. So, yeah. Yes, I do really like using this brush. The only downside to it is that, like, it's kind of really fluffy and fuzzy on the edges, so it does take a lot more cleanup. But other than that, very, very satisfying to use. Yeah, all of a sudden there's people watching me and I don't know how to draw anymore, so I'm sorry. We're going, like, slow mode now. Use dry brush, you get it, Liz, yeah. And Saku, look at my mama. Guys, no. I'm the chibi model mama. That's like the god mama, you know? That's like not the real mama. It's like the half mama. It's like I'm auntie mama. Speaking of dry brushes, my art teacher was like making a comment, or my drawing teacher the other day was making a comment like, you know, I really think that charcoal would be a good medium for you. And I'm like, that's cool. I don't like huffing charcoal all the time. I don't like blowing my nose for a week straight afterwards and just having black snot. Like, that's not fun. I don't like that. Charcoal's not for me. Uncle Crib. These types of brushes are my mortal enemy because I use the bucket tool really often. Yeah, this one's not good for that. This is very bad for that. I also use the bucket tool. Yeah, it's a little rough. You always gotta go back and, like, clean it up. You always wash your hands because it'll stick to the oils. Oh my god, bro. It's everywhere. It gets fucking everywhere. I was working on my drawing final on my other desk, actually, and it is still just, like, covered in charcoal. And I actually have a set of speakers that I sit on my... one of them sits on that desk, and it is... I'm terrified to look inside the grill because I fear that there may be charcoal all on the inside of it, and I hope that's not, like, bad for speakers. Yeah, maintaining that, like, perfect short skirt level is gonna be a little bit of a challenge, but I think we've got this. Yeah. good start. I think it might be a little bit too long. How many chibis do I mother now? How many do we have here? Like 5 now? Wait, no. It would be... Okay, so if I count myself, I think that's 8? Yeah. But without me, and including you and, Saku, I think that would be 7 then. Yeah. Charcoal, anything takes forever to fully get rid of, but nothing beats glitter. Okay, glitter? Sure, glitter's okay. Glitter's not too bad, actually. I don't hate glitter. Mica powder is like, oh my god, you use it once and it's everywhere. You will never, ever, ever, ever get it out of your brushes. I have like a dedicated mica brush, actually. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit. Make this a little shorter, I think, and then the lace, I think, will give it a little more oomph. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, much better. That flotching stuff is bad too. Oh, flocking? Oh, I've never actually used that, but I bet I bet that's a mess. Actually, I bet that's awful. You can't breathe it in? No, that would be very bad for you. Definitely I don't know, I don't really want fuzzy lungs. Perfect, personally. I think I will avoid that. It would be nice though. I've never actually flocked anything, but it looks like a lot of fun, and it looks like it would be so satisfying as an end result to have something flocked. I don't even know what I would flock though. It's cool? I bet it is. Yeah, I bet it's really cool actually. Okay, so I hate myself, so we're gonna get straight into the lace, actually. Actually we're gonna do this other little layer of thin fabric first. And I will clean this line up a little bit here, make it a little more delicate. Yeah, sorry guys, this might be a slightly, a little bit more of just a chill, slightly boring stream, perhaps. Because it's been a million years since I've done this, and I'm gonna try to get back into it a little more, but yeah, it might take me a little bit before I'm actually getting good at this again. So, teehee. How's that look? Does that look good? I have the same vibe. I think my furs might be too big. So we're just gonna go back and get rid of that. Teach you how to make those types of layers? Wait, what kind of layers? Which ones? Like the little fluffy, the fabric layers, or these layers? Yeah? Wait, I need a more specific answer because I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna make it a little bit thinner, a little bit smaller, I think. Because the detail level for this is so itty bitty that if I have those giant, really fluffy sort of layers, it's gonna look a little weird. It's gonna be too, I don't know. It's gonna be too big, basically. The fabric layer? Oh, I had a teacher once, actually. Actually, I think it was, grade school. My grade school teacher who taught us that, flag trick. So, you just, I don't know, you just do the lines and connect it after that. Yeah. And it's really simple, but it's really easy to do, and it helps you to create, a nice 3D depth for your fabric layers. super duper easy. But I think for this case, it might not be ideal. Like, they did do a little bit of that for the original one, but I don't want it to be too, like, too attention-seeking. You know what I mean? Like, you're not here for just this little lace area. You're here for the rest of the model. So if your eyes get, like, too stuck, that looks a little better, I think. If your eyes get too stuck on the, on just this one little layer of lace, that's not really what I want. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, no problem. I really liked that art teacher that I had in grade school, because she had a lot of good, like, tips, a lot of good information, and taught us a lot of good stuff, but also I think she was like a little more of a serious artist, and so I think it like annoyed her that we were just like snot-nosed kids. And so, yeah. Okay, this is looking much better, and it's definitely giving like delicate fabric vibes. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Okay. And now I get to kill myself over the actual lace. Okay. Just how are we gonna do that with these big old pencils? Okay. Alright, we're gonna try. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do our damnedest. But yeah, I really liked her as a teacher, actually. Back in grade school, I was like friends with the weird kids, which probably made me one of the weird. I was probably one of the weird kids. I'll own that. But I was friends with all of like the outcasts. There were like 3 tables at lunch, right? And we had like a girls' table, a boys' table, both of which were full, and then we had like my table with like me and 2 other weirdos. So those were my friends. I was friends with the dorks for the most part. And then they were really into the idea of getting into animation and like stop motion stuff, and I was like, I was the art kid, so I was like, sure, that sounds cool. Stop motion, animation, I get to play with clay, that sounds fun. And so like we got with our art teacher, and she was totally open to the idea, but you gotta remember, we were like 5th graders. We were dumb. We were like dumb as rocks. Hang on, let me adjust my girly, because I think she's like, I think we're hiding behind the, the drawing tablet. There. That's a little better, I think. Dork friend groups always end up being the realest too. Oh yeah, I actually had no problem with it until like I started making friends with one of the like popular girls, I guess. And I don't know, she kind of like not exactly bullied me, but like low-key was like, why do you hang out with them? They're so weird. And I'm like, they're my friends, I don't know. And then like, yeah, snakes. Bum. That's real. 100% true. Um, and so, oh, what I was saying, the thing we were doing with the stop motion, they were into Sonic. The one kid was like obsessed with Sonic. And so he wanted to do Sonic stop motion animations, and I was like, I don't care, I get to animate something, that sounds cool. And so I think we did like one little meeting, and the art teacher could not handle that we were just like dumbass kids. She could not handle that we were like kids playing with clay with the idea of doing stop motion. Like, we were children. It's hard for children to be like serious about doing something like that, especially for the first time. And so we never actually got any further than one meeting. I still actively talk to my dork friend group from grade school. They're the coolest and most loyal peeps. Man, that's so cool. I ended up moving away from that school, so I don't talk to them anymore, but I hope that they're doing well. They could be really cool to keep up with people like that. But I was not quite so lucky. All my friends from high school I don't keep up with either. We had kind of a falling out at the end there, which is sad. But I think it was probably for the best. I think that there were just some differences there that I don't think we would have been able to really get past. But, you know. Hang on, this is actually looking kind of good so far. I don't hate this. I wasn't really sure how we were gonna do lace like this, but I'm kind of liking this. God forbid, God forbid a kid being a kid, you know? And that's what I mean, is like, I think she was just a little more serious of an artist, and like, I get that, but when you decide to become a grade school art teacher, girly, you're gonna be dealing with like nonsense. You're gonna be dealing with kid bullshit. There we go. Okay, actually, I'm kind of loving this. Are we seeing this? This is kind of fire. I kind of love this. It's not like exactly the same, but it has the same vibe. So I think this is gonna work. Doesn't matter how many friends you have, it's a quality friend. That's so true. That's so true. I only connect with my high school friends when one of them has a birthday party, and that's it. That's looking nice and clean. I fuck with the texture heavy. I'm glad we're fucking with the texture. That'd be cool. Like, I don't know. I don't really even... I don't know. It's just been like forever since I talked to any of my high school friends, but it's all good. Bum bum bum. I think that I need to give this layer, hang on, this one. It's looking like the edge of this fabric has like a torn or like scallop edge sort of look to it. Y'all seeing that? So I'm gonna add a little bit more texture to this. And then I'm actually gonna knock out any more of these lace areas, like the thigh highs, because otherwise I'm gonna completely forget how to draw that lace in the bust area. Yeah, so we're gonna do those after this so I don't forget how to draw that. Okay. So we'll give this, yeah, we'll work with this. We'll give this a little more texture here. Actually, fire. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yes, yes. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's really all it needed, huh? Do the same thing on the outer edge. Oh, I don't want to get rid of that line. Cool. Okay, and then we'll do some more of this lace up here too. And you guys will have to tell me if like audio is off or if I'm quiet or if something's too loud or anything. I'm doing my best, but I am not sure if I've gotten all these settings correct. Audio's fine? Cool. Very happy to hear that. Fine for now? Cool, 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 cool. Very happy to hear that. Immediately already forgetting how I did that, but that's okay. That's okay. I think this is how it went, and then a little bit of cross-hatching. There we go. Yeah, that works for that. And then we're gonna have to do the same thing, I think, for these little thigh highs here. And I think that's actually gonna go both ways. Top and bottom. Okay, so we'll have to adjust it just a little bit. So probably a good idea to proportion the leggings just a little bit. Thigh highs, stockings, not leggings. So that's probably about where I want those. Mm. I'll make this skirt go up just a little higher. There. Because I want that to be really nice and short, since that's kind of what we're dealing with in the actual original image. Love her color palette, a somewhat common one, but awesome nonetheless. It's so cute. Like, I think it's such a cute way to do, like, pink red vampire girl. This little teeny tiny dress is so adorable. Like, she looks like a little doll. So I'm totally into it. Okay, and then down here, we're gonna do just about the same thing as before. Only little difference we're gonna do, we do it on the bottom too. And then, since this is the top of the stockings, we're gonna give a couple of these to separate the middle. Okay. Sorry, I don't know. I'm sure it's probably a little hard to see it when I have to zoom in this much. But for some of this detail work, there's no way for me to do it very well without zooming in that much. Gotta lock in, you know what I'm saying? I do think it's really fun whenever I do like little details like this that you really have to zoom in to work on, and then you zoom out, and if it actually like looks good, if it looks proper, it's really exciting at that point. Wine red is just so good. Oh, hang on. I'm a total sucker when you add a rose symbol. I am completely with you on that. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of just a sucker for roses. It's so nice, so romantic. Wine red is just so good. Such a beautiful red on her dress. Yeah, I completely agree. I'm so excited to get to coloring this one. I don't think her dress is very, like, shiny, but it's going to be a lot of fun to still give it some texture. I might add just, like, a couple itty bitty shines. And I think it'll be okay. Yes, and then I think I really like the skirt, but I think I need to adjust it just a little bit because the shape it's not doing exactly what I want it to. I think I want it to flare out a little bit more like this. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good there. And then I'm gonna readjust this one just a little bit. Because I still want to see these little ruffly things underneath the lace. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Double check, make sure that looks good. It looks better. Yes, but I think I want to push this. There. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so we've got the lace done pretty okay, I think. Pretty alright. And that is one thing I definitely like. I try to advertise with this model, with this YCH model, that I try really hard to do all of the different details and things, but some things do have to be simplified just a little bit to fit this style. Oh. Hold on, let me fix that. Sorry, teehee. I'm gonna have to find a better program, I think, for mirroring to my iPad to my computer. There's gotta be a better way to do it. This works okay, but clearly it also gives up sometimes, so that's not good. We don't want that. Okay. This little like rose pattern with the grid on it is really cute, and I'm gonna have to make sure to do that well. Okay. So we can go ahead and merge this and this. Duplicate, and we will go ahead and work on our color. At least for this part of the dress. There we go. Okay. So for this, we'll do like a fake see-through kind of thing for the for this fabric that's underneath. Like for the area where it will actually overlap the leg, I'll go ahead and make sure it's a little more skin toned and a little more gray on the area where it wouldn't overlap the leg. I think that'll help with a nice kind of like faux transparent thing. I mean, it makes sense. Chibi models aren't exactly known for being so detailed. That's true. Especially because these are like... Where's the head at? So that's our head, and this is the body. She's a little small. She's a little bit of a bean. A little bit of just a little baby bean. So, I have so much fun rendering the clothes, though. So, I kind of go maybe a little harder on it than I probably should, considering, like how much time I should really be spending for the price. But that's okay, because I really love doing it, and it makes me very happy, so. Yes. Yes. Okay, so we'll alpha lock that. We'll find a little bit of a gray that's a little more gray. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I like that. We'll use this for like the shaded areas on the skin. There we go. A second rendering anything really, I haven't figured it out just yet. You know, I kind of feel that way about like the traditional anime rendering style. Like, I'm really bad at it. But once I started playing around with brushes a little bit more, and like this style, for example, like these really chunky brushes, I feel like I've gotten a lot more comfortable with it, because I'm not trying to, I don't know, it came a little more naturally, I guess. Like, even the model that I'm using right now is still very simple, chunky pencil, flat shading, and I don't know, once I started to get comfortable with that, I feel like it's just come so much more easily, and I don't know, I just really enjoy it. So maybe it's just like you haven't found the right style for yourself yet. So I think for this one, so I have two ways that I usually do the rendering, or the shading for these. Sometimes I use a black and white overlay layer, and sometimes I will use, like, I'll pick individual colors for shading and then for highlights and everything. I think for this one we're gonna do I think we'll do the overlay for the, like, thinner fabric underneath, and then for the actual dress we'll do color picking individually. So, pick a darker, deeper sort of red here. We'll start with our shadows first. Oh, actually, hang on. I need to do this little detailing here first. So, We'll do that after. Actually, we'll do that as a multiply layer after that. But we do want our symmetry on. That's going to make things a lot easier for me. Yeah, this brush is a lot of fun to use, because of that, like, the sideways, like, I don't know, that scribbly sideways thing versus you get a really nice dense, like, drawing point for the, I don't know, pointed version? I don't know what you would say about that. And true, I don't really have a defined style yet. I would love to. You know, I think that's like, I think that's something that's just slightly I don't know, overhyped a little bit in the art community, is like the idea of an art style. I don't, up until very recently, I don't feel like I really had much of a specific art style. And I don't think that's a bad thing. Like, I think it's also very good to spend time and learn other people's art styles, and like learn how to draw in multiple styles. It's okay not to be restricted to like one style. Like, I remember one girl that I went to animation school with, and she was a good artist, but she was so restricted to her one... What am I doing? This is not right. She was really restricted to her one specific style, and beyond the one specific style, she would always draw like the same characters over and over, which is really good from an animation standpoint, but it did mean that, at least from my opinion, it seemed like she began to stagnate a little bit, because she wasn't exploring anything new, and I think that that's a really big danger, especially with the focus that a lot of artists have on like an art style and having one that's their own art style, you know? I love paper-like or worn-out textures, but I have to explore that area more. Definitely explore that. Yeah, like, I feel like once you... I don't know. I think that it is really good to find something that, like, fits with you. Like, I don't know, I saw someone tweet recently, like, saying... How'd they say it exactly? It's amazing... I think it was like, it's amazing when you find a brush or, like, a style or something that you like to draw in, how much more fun it really makes it to draw for you. And I would agree with that. Like, I have so much fun drawing with these big, fat, chunky brushes. I'm sorry, is it hard to watch when I, like, spin the canvas around like that? Like, I do that all the time when I'm drawing, but I don't know if that's hard to watch. I'm not really, like, I don't watch a lot of people draw. I just do more drawing for myself. Not really? Okay, cool. I don't want to go on, like, motion sickness trying to watch, watch my canvas, you know? Small detail that I really like with this style is, like, going back with your shadows and, like, I don't know what you would say about that, like, pulling the highlight around the edges of the shadows. I love the way that looks. It looks so nice. So we're gonna do it on the other side too. It won't be able to go as far with it because it's a shorter highlight area, but cleaning up those highlights a little bit. Oh, look at those. I love that. There we go. Pull that around. Clean it up around that little seam area. There. I think that looks good there. Might do something a little weird here. Saku says, not at all? Okay, good. Good, good, good. How does that look? I don't know if I like that. Like, I wanted to really make that little seam area pop, but I don't know if I like... I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like how that looks, actually. Maybe like this? No. Nope. Nope, I just don't like it. Sorry. I thought I would try to shade in the middle like that, but maybe not. YouTube likes to do this thing where it's like, hey, are you still listening? Are you still watching? Yes. Let's do this instead. Yeah, we're gonna do it like that. I do feel like the front is a little bit lacking in the shading area, and I'm wondering if it'll look better once it gets that little patterning on it, or if it needs a little more something. Like, I feel like it needs like some kind of insinuation that we're going further down here with the front of the skirt for like the tummy area, you know? Your art is too yummy, I love it. Thank you, Saku. Thank you, Llama. I want to, I don't know. I really like this. I really like drawing like this, and I really enjoy it. But I wonder if, like, from a commercial perspective, if I would be better off doing something a little more like traditional anime. Like, I've seen some artists recently whose art I really, really like. And I wonder if, like, trying to approach something like that would be a little bit better for me. Just for trying to grow in the VTuber space. Because I feel like that, like, traditional anime art style is, like, it's very sought after, you know? And I feel like you can, if you can do something like that, I feel like you grow a little bit more quickly. But then again, there's artists like Hentai, who is really awesome, and I really love her style, and I'm partially inspired by. So, I don't know. And she's also very popular, so it's not like there aren't people with slightly less traditional styles that are popular. I don't know, I guess you get what I'm trying to say. Okay. And now we'll do some of the, like, underlit areas. What do you call it? It's not subsurface scattering, it's like, I don't know what you'd call it. But, like the underboob light. Ooh, that's a little too bright. A little too bright. Just a little, just a little. Still not quite what I want. That's a little better, yeah. That's gonna be, that would be a good color for, like, my final light, but I think for the transitionary color, we want something just a little bit less intense. Okay, we're gonna start over. There. Let's see if this works. Ooh! Yeah, that's actually perfect, isn't it? Hentai artists be pulling the most gorgeous art styles ever. It's so funny. Wait, okay, hold on. Hold up. That is not... I'm not talking about hentai artists. You may have a point there. But I'm talking about hentai, the artist. Hen X Tai, I think is her official tag. She's awesome. If you haven't seen her art before, I would highly recommend it, because I think she is fan-freaking-tastic. Oh, my chunk is ass life. No, guys, I promise. I did not just come up onto stream to start saying, hey guys, hentai artists are so fucking good, bro. Like, fuck, man. Hentai artists, they be pulling that shit. That's not what I'm here to say. Oh. Oh my goodness. Guys, I'm sweating, actually. That was the thought there. Should I be saying on stream? Okay, see, I think that this color was exactly what we needed here. I think for this model, we're gonna do 2 highlight colors. We're gonna do like a nice, yes, a nice transitionary. And then I'm gonna come over a little bit more this way. And that. We're gonna do... Can we get a little way with a little more purple? Yes, yes we can. Look at that. That. Ooh! Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Yes, yes! I love that. How do they spell hentai? I think it's hen like a chicken, and then X, and then tie like the thing you wear around your neck. If I remember correctly. Oh wait, hang on. That was the wrong button. Teehee, just kidding. Turn off the alpha lock. We're gonna add this. Okay, I don't want it to look like nipples. I want it to look like a little bit of shine on the bustier. You know what I mean? Hen X tie? Yes, exactly, Saku. Lol, I'm so What an evil person, they knew what they were doing. I know. Yeah, like anytime I have to like tell someone that I like this artist, I'm like, not the hentai. Yeah, they were definitely baiting us. They were definitely baiting us with that one. How does that look? I think that looks good. Or does it look like nipples? Guys, please tell me. Lemil, they're a hen with a necktie. Yes, they are! Yeah! Hen with a tie. Hen X tie. T. Yeah. What the fuck was that noise? Who is calling me from California? I don't know anyone from California, so I'm not gonna answer that. It does kind of look like nipples. Fuck. I appreciate the honesty. Thank you for the honesty. Because that's not what I'm going for. And especially because of the color. Like, that is a real danger here. Okay. I think that looks good. I think that looks better. And I think I'm gonna go back with some black. And we're gonna make this, like, what do you call it? The seam here? We're gonna make this pop a little bit more. Actually, we're gonna borrow some of this color. There we go. That looks nice. I like that a lot. I was gonna call him someone a long time ago that was named Quality Hentai. See, now I don't know if I trust. Maybe. I mean, it depends on what kind of art you're trying to get. Like, if you're trying to get something a little spicier, someone who's named Quality Hentai would probably know what they're doing. You're right? Okay. Okay, so this is looking really good. I'm really happy so far. And I'm gonna come back with the black. And we're gonna figure out how the fuck to do this. And then we're gonna put a little bow on it. And the dress is gonna be pretty well done for the most part. Okay. Is that right? Does that look right? I wanted to say I was gonna call I wanted Sailor Moon art at that time, something I could put up in your room. I don't know if quality hentai is going to produce something that is safe to put up in your bedroom. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't know. But I think the wholesome bedroom art might be something different. I do have like a bunch of skeb art of like one of my other characters that I have hung up all over my corkboards in my little office room here. So I definitely understand the appeal of having like the pretty art for the room decor. It's so exciting, right? Like I haven't gotten, I mean, compared to some people maybe, I guess I haven't gotten that much art made. I have gotten a lot of art made actually, to be honest with you. But it's so exciting to see how other people like how other people draw your characters. Have I gotten anything new? Not in a while. I'm a little fun employed, so because my corpse is too cute. Thank you. Yeah. I am not quite in a situation where I have lots of extra funds, so I have been putting that on the back burner. Real. O'Malley. Yeah, I was working at like a fast food salad place. And I think I genuinely wanted to kill myself a little bit. So, very recently, my boyfriend was incredibly lucky enough to get his first, like, full-time job doing, what he loves, which is, like, video editing and stuff. Um, he actually was doing shorts editing for Zanny for a while. I don't know if you guys know him. Not someone I watch, but like has a few million subscribers on YouTube, so that was a pretty big deal for him. But luckily now he's doing like a full-time thing, and so he was like, "Yeah, your job makes you want to die, and I love you, and I'm making more now at this full-time job than the both of us combined. So like, I don't want you to want to kill yourself." I'm like, "Thank you." Went from 3 jobs to no jobs. I don't know how this happened. W boyfriend, I know he's really the best. Huge. I want to get better at editing. Don't ask me. I don't know anything about all that nonsense. Like, that is beyond me. um, he uses DaVinci Resolve, and, oh gosh, I don't even know how I'm gonna approach this pattern here. Okay. He uses DaVinci Resolve, which is, like, really cool and all, but also, it just makes my computer want to die, and like it doesn't work for the few use cases I have for editing. Like when I'm doing my shorts and when I'm working on my model showcases and things, one of the biggest things is like GIFs. I need GIFs, okay? Because like when I'm making shorts for or like little clippy GIFs for VGen, right? I have to have a GIF because a YouTube video is the only other animated option, and the YouTube video doesn't automatically play. It's only GIFs that do. You have to like actively click the YouTube video, which doesn't really seem like a big deal, but considering that like a potential client is looking at a gajillion different things on one page, like the fact that they just can't see your stuff moving automatically is kind of a really big drawback. So the fact that DaVinci doesn't let you just like change your frame rate for exporting, that's fucking dumb. That's fucking stupid. Okay, I'm sorry. What are we saying? I want to get better at editing, but I love your editing. I haven't seen your editing, but I'm sure it's great because Saku's got great taste. Had to teach myself because my editor went MIA. Ooh. Oh no. Yeah, DaVinci was really heavy for computers or anything really. I don't know why, because my boyfriend's computer has no problem. Maybe it's because my graphics card is AMD or something, and like, maybe DaVinci just doesn't like AMD. I'd done that. But instead I use I use Filmora Wondershare, which is just like barely, it's like Little Tyke's first editing program. You edit all Ben's TikToks? I have seen some of those. Those are really good. You're doing great, Ben. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you can learn how to use DaVinci, I think it's really powerful, especially its color grading tools. But I'm a big dum-dum and my computer hates it, so I'm just not gonna. So this is the other problem when I'm working on these models. Because I'm using Procreate, I have 95 layers total to work with. And I think like 90-ish of those are already taken up by the layers that already exist that I'm like slowly that I'm slowly merging down to. So definitely need to learn DaVinci next. It seems really powerful. Like I said, like my boyfriend does all kinds of crazy stuff in there. You can see some of his edits. His tag online is Solstice, so you can like see that if you want to. But he does some crazy stuff in DaVinci. But I don't know how to do it. I can do the animation, but when it comes to the video editing, I just want to keep it simple. Okay, the little roses. I'm kind of loving them. Cute. 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 I like it. That software is up there among editing tools, if you recall correctly. Very, very true. Very real. Truth Nuke just started on CapCut because it was way less intimidating. Real. So real. Like I said, that's why I use Filmora Wondershare. So it's just like, it's baby mode editing. AJ summoned. How's it going, AJ? How are you doing today? I think we're gonna skip this song, actually. What are we gonna listen to instead? Let's go down to... This one's good. We'll do that. And then one more little rose there. Chillin', I had an incredible end of year meeting with the boss. Oh yeah? I think I saw something about a raise. Is that what's happening? You getting a little more money, shmoney? Can never have too much money, am I right? Okay, how are we feeling about that? Is this good? Is this fire? Is this not good? What are we thinking? I think I like this. TLDR, got a raise, he has no criticism of your performance, and your bonus is double. Fuck yes! That is awesome. That is super awesome. That's amazing. I'm happy for you, man. That's super cool. I think I'm gonna make this just slightly... There we go. Yeah. Just a little lighter. Because I don't want it to look... I don't want it to be the same, like, color as the outline. So that it doesn't look like it's like a 3D thing. Like, I want it to very, very clearly like a pattern on the fabric. Sorry, sipping sip. How about you, Dekka? How did the semester end up? Very good, very good. 3 A's, 1 F. So, not bad. Three for 4. I'm gonna retake the F next semester. It was I accidentally took a half semester course of financial accounting. So that was terrible. That was a bad idea. Don't do that. And pay more attention to rate my professor. Oh good god. Yeah, oh good god is right. It was bad. It was really bad. Like that was a workload that would have been ridiculous even in a full-length semester, honestly. So I kind of just gave up part of the way through. I could have dropped it, but technically, like, more of my scholarship money comes from, like, being a full-time student. So I would have lost more scholarship money by not being full-time, by dropping the class. You loved accounting so much before I took accounting classes in college. Y'all hating accounting is interesting for real, for real. I didn't hate the class. Well, now we gotta get on Avatar The Last... Ooh! Yeah, for sure. The first year you have to take is so miserable. Yeah, the accounting content itself wasn't bad. It was, like, the workload that was bad. Like, if I have to do, like, I have to do a homework and a review and a test, and I have to do all of that, like, every 3 days or so, every 3 or 4 days. And they were, like, even when I was chat GPTing fucking the whole damn thing, I will not lie. I will not lie. That's what I was doing. Even when I was chat GPTing the whole damn thing, it took hours to do one single little lesson. Your high school accounting teacher was amazing. They make it seem like you want to be a future CPA when it's not even my major. Bro, real. Bro, real. Yeah. I'm gonna watch that. Yeah, we definitely gotta watch, Are you talking about Avatar? We could definitely gonna watch Avatar. So much work. Yeah. I signed up for the same class for this next semester. And it is like... I was very specific on Rate My Professor. I took the time, I was like, who has the best reviews? Who has the smallest workload? And that's the teacher I signed up for. So I'm fingers crossed. Hopefully it's gonna go smoother. Alright. I'm sorry for all the sipping noises, you guys. I gotta keep drinking my protein shake because this is my lunch for now. I haven't had lunch yet, so. I think I like the opacity level of this. Maybe more like this. Like that? Is that good? I think that's good. I don't want it to be too overdone, but we kind of have to lock in because I need more layers. My program only lets me sign up with this one specific accounting professor. Oh, you poor soul. Oh, you poor soul. Good luck. Good luck, Patriot. Good luck, comrade. 5 million episode watch party, I guess. Yes, we're gonna have to do that. Gotta throw some kaiji in there, too. Okay. So... other thing we gotta do is the shading for this little thin fabric here. So we'll do that with the overlay technique for this one. That's fine, I'll leave that for... We'll adjust the opacity for this in just a minute, I swear. I will not leave it just pure black, I promise. Okay, that's good for that part. We'll go back to the white. Actually missed a spot. Just kidding. And maybe I'll do a little bit of shadow coming... no, because I want to leave that lace nice and clear. Yeah, we're going to adjust the opacity on this overlay in just a minute. Okay, there. Locked in. That looks good. We're gonna lower the opacity a little bit. There we go. There we go! Oh my god, guys. I'm literally a sucker for putting these stupid little rim light highlights on the edges of the shadows. Like, I'm here for it. Yes. Okay. We're gonna do more because I'm obsessed with them. That's one of the things. I know a little bit ago we were just talking about like art styles and finding the thing that makes it like a smooth process for you. That little detail, like these little silly highlights on the edges of my shadows, like a little rim light or whatever you want to call it. Oh my god, as soon as I started adding that to my art, as soon as I started adding that to things, I've just been obsessed. I can't stop. There we go. Look at that dress. That's adorable. That's so cute. And now we've got to cut up the body underneath. And I need to adjust the skin tone to match her character a little better. Cute, 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 cute. I love doing the different body types with these stupid little beans. They're so cute. I'm kind of obsessed with that too. Okay. Let's see. Let's see how it looks if we just drop. Ugh. That's not good. We're gonna have to lighten it just a little bit. Oh, she's pale, but I don't want her to look gray pale, you know? I don't want her to look like a dark gray. She's got that, like, light pale vampire vibe going on. I wonder if I might be better off doing a desaturation? 25%? I think that'll look accurate. I think that'll be good. They do be cute, the little highlights. I'm like I said, I'm kind of totally obsessed with them. it makes it look so yummy and like, I don't know. It's like a little piece of candy. Like it's a piece of candy for my eyes. A little piece of candy for my brain. Just straight up dopamine to the dome. Okay. Looking adorable so far. I am very pleased. And now we've got to put some tights on her. And look at the little... Oh, wait. Speaking of bows, we need a bow and a choker up here. Don't want to forget that. So for this one, I can use I have a bow layer that I use for some of these YCHs. Like if they have like a dangly thing on the neck. Like for a bow or a tie or anything like that. So we'll probably use that for the collar charm, the necklace charm. What? Oh my gosh. You guys are yapping in the chat. I'm missing everything. It's a delightful little candy. It's so it is delightful. You're getting it. It is delightful. A rather joyous eye candy. Poop from an ass. Okay. Alright. Liz, what the fuck? Everybody mad. Minor spelling mistake. You guys are silly. Did you know that you're silly? Okay. Okay, we're gonna do this cute little... What do you call it? Little choker charm thing. That was way too big. That was way too big of a brush. There, much better. Cute, 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 cute. Love that shape. I saw someone on Twitter at some point talking about, like, one way that you grow as an artist is just be delulu as fuck. Just, like, hype yourself up every time you do anything. And I took that to heart. Sometimes I be looking at the stuff I do and I'm like, this is ass. This is terrible. But other times I look at it and I'm like, nobody has ever been this good. We're delightfully silly. We're humorously silly. Sokka, you can't get over the delightful, can you? Look, sometimes things in life are delightful, okay? And we need to acknowledge them as such. And not acknowledging them as such is just, you're playing yourself. So the first time I drew this cross, that's actually going to be the color layer. We're gonna do an outline layer underneath like this. Okay. That needs a little cleanup, doesn't it? Why is that? What am I seeing? We're not on alpha lock. Why is it? Oh! What? What is happening? Why is it? Oh, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. It was at 50% opacity. Teehee, just kidding. It was so silly. You love it. I don't even. You know what, Saku? Genuinely, I use the word delightful often enough. I don't even remember what the original instance that like got you obsessed with it is. Things be so delightful in my life. I don't even know which delightful started all your nonsense. There we go. Cute, cute, cute. Okay. And then now we alpha lock it, and now we make it extra shiny. How do we feel about extra shiny? I'm big on extra shiny. Genuinely, sometimes this brush comes out like so much thicker than I mean for it to be that it like jump scares me. Like it actually makes me alarmed. It was when we were doing the candy tier list, you were talking about how delightful something. Oh yeah! Look, those candies were delightful, you know? It's just things are delightful in life, and we should delight in their delightfulness. That's what we should do. There we go. That looks good. And then we'll do a lighter layer on top here. I'll clean that up. I'll clean it up. I swear we'll fix that. Okay, okay. That's already a good start. And then... we'll do the outer edges. Make it look a little more... whoops. Like... it's actually got a 3D shape and it's not just a flat thing. Yes, yes. Because it looks like the one that she has is like flat on front and then has like the 3D edges, so we'll do that to it. I just went for a rampage while searching for brushes. I'm so up. Hell yeah! I was really pleased actually looking through some of the new, I don't know what program you use, but I was really pleased looking through some of the new Procreate brushes in the like the new library, I guess it's called. There was some good stuff in there. I was shocked and pleased and excited. I don't know why I undrawing assisted it. I should leave that on. That'll just make this so much easier. There we go. That's not quite it, is it? There we go. That looks pretty good. Yeah, I like that. Use Ibis Paint on your phone. Good luck, soldier. Ibis Paint, actually, I have been, like, shocked with some of the content I've seen come out of people, like, making things with Ibis Paint. So I don't think you're too bad off, necessarily. And actually, if you get really good with Ibis Paint or really comfortable with it, I know that there are actually, like, proper full drawing tablets, even ones with screens, that, like, you can plug into your phone and, use it that way. So that is definitely, like, an option long-term. I've just already gotten used to, like, Procreate hell with no layers, so I'm already stuck here. I wish I could, like, I don't know. Clip Studio Paint seems really nice, but also seems a wee bit pricey. So, I will not be using that for that reason. will probably ever see the choker part I'm about to put under here, but that's okay, because I will know that it's there, so. Okay. That's another thing that Procreate does that drives me just a little bit crazy. When I swear I've just turned something into a certain kind of layer and then it just does not act like that layer I just set it to. A little silly, Procreate. Being a little silly. Okay, and she's got little, like, roses on the choker? That's cute. I do have a digital tablet that I bought when I used to play Osu, so you might just try that. Definitely do that, yeah. Even if it's one without a screen, like the little tablet kind, those are really nice. Like, you won't strain your neck trying to look down at a drawing tablet, so that's definitely a pro, for sure. Which I can definitely say, my back would appreciate having one of those drawing tablets at this point. Ugh. Love the old iPad, but it is perhaps not ideal for my back pain. So, teehee, I guess. This is a really pretty color scheme. I'm kind of in love with this. There you go. That's a rose. You just gotta squint a little bit. That's okay. We'll outline it. We'll make it a real rose for sure. For real, for real. There we go. That's rosish. See if you can find it. Actually, definitely do that. Yeah. Because that will... It's really nice to have the actual, like, pencil feel. Like, do you have a stylus for your phone or anything? Or are you just, like, raw dogging it? Like, are you just finger stabbing that phone? Okay, what are we listening to? You raw dog it, bro, is raw dogging the art out here. Good luck, soldier. That is not an easy thing to do. I know that so many artists have, like, they start with, like, the finger on the phone or, like, the mouse, and I could never do it. I struggled. I tried a little bit for a while, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't. I was not strong enough. There you go. There you go. That's a rose. And it's underneath the head, so nobody's ever gonna, like, see it. So it's okay if it's a little unshaded. This body needs a little bit of shading here, I think. No. People who draw with mouse might be the devil. How do they actually get used to it? You know, I used to do, like, Vroid stuff more often. And so, like, I did the mouse thing for the Vroid stuff. The Vroid, like, texturing. It was rough. It was definitely rough. But I never could get with it for, like, proper art, I suppose. But if anyone is out there who's, like, willing to do that, good luck. Power to them. Because I've seen some people, like, some artists that say they work with a finger or with the style, like the mouse like that, pull out some crazy work. So there are some talented people out there. That looks good. we need a little shine mark? Would that help things here? No. Well, no. Because that's just not the vibe that she's got over here. She's like soft vampire doll, you know? So I think that's good. Okay. Last little detail. So we've got like a hookish sort of thing. A hook. I don't even know if that's a hook. What is that? That's like, I don't know. Jump ring, I guess? Is what you call that? Something like that. So we're gonna draw one of those really quick. There, we'll use this brush. So eventually I got really tired of the fact that like having to draw little outlines for itty bitty bits, like itty bitty things. So I finally made a sketchy outline brush. Because I haven't been able to find anything like this, especially since this style uses such like a chunky, harsh, charcoal-ish pencil. There's no like, they don't make those. They don't make outline brushes for that. So, very happy that I've got that now, because it makes my life so much easier. Wrong one. There we go. Oops. There we go. And maybe just a little more. There. I might make that jump ring a bit smaller though. There we go. Does it even need the jump ring? You want that? I hate those brushes and you have no idea why. The outline ones? Oh my gosh. They're so useful. Oh my goodness, they are so useful. They are so nice. Like, just being able to draw a detail and not have to worry about, like, putting a brush, like, putting an outline around it. Like, especially with these big, fat, chunky brushes. Because, like, I have to do so much to just, like, get them... What is this? Why is it... Oh, that's because it's a really light color. Teehee. I have to do so much cleanup on them to usually get them, like, perfect for line art, especially on a small scale. But it's real nice. Okay, so hot take, I think we're actually going to skip the jump ring. We're just going to pull the necklace up a little bit. Yeah. Because I think the jump ring is a little distracting, actually. So I think that works. And now... let's start on these legs. I'm really excited to do these sleeves, actually. They're so cute. Look at how cute those are. There we go. I think what we'll do here, actually, is we're just gonna take this, and we are going to color change it. So that it fits what we need. Except I actually need to... Okay, I'm on the right track, but she's got little cutouts on one of them, so... So we need to remove that on the side. And now that we've done that, we can just turn this whole thing into stocking. There, perfect. Add a little outline. Perfect. Yeah, that looks cute. That looks good. Oh, I almost keep forgetting I'm supposed to put a bow on this little bodice. Once again, perfect use for my silly little outline brush. Teehee. Oh, just kidding. Wrong way. That's the only thing about these outline brushes that drives me crazy, is like, if you don't have the colors set to the right, like, I don't know, you have a first color and a second color, right? You have to make sure that the right one is set for the outline color and the right one is set for the main color, and that is the one thing that will drive me a little crazy. It's gonna take a little bit of cleanup to make it perfect, but that's okay. That's cute! That's perfect. I kind of love that. Okay. And let's add some shadow. And we'll make sure it's the same, like, material as the tights, so that it kind of fits. I really love working with a style and making things have, like, a nice sense of depth, even though you're only working with, like, 2 or 3 colors max. It's really a lot of fun. I enjoy that a lot. I like that aspect of this a lot. Cute. Cute, 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 cute! Oh, that's so cute. Okay, I love that, actually. We're gonna add a little line here for the, like, the underside of the bow. Cute, nice, very cute. Yes, I'm glad we're in agreement. Hehe. So I think we're gonna take... just a bit too bright for the highlight on that. Yeah, there we go, there we go. Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, I kind of like it, except if I've got the lighting on the outer edge of the bow, I'm gonna have to do it on the outer edge of these, like, long pieces. There. There. Perfect! Look at that! Cute little bow! Oh my god, I'm obsessed! That's so cute. Okay. This one's so cute. This character is so adorable. Okay. Does the bow need to be smaller? I really like the size of it. I think it's a much smaller detail on her character, but I think because of the scale of this chibi, I think this works. So we're gonna keep it. We're locked in on it. Okay. do basically the same thing for these bows down here, I think. And we can clean that up a little bit too. Yeah, we'll definitely clean that up a little bit with the proper brush, but it's a good start. Yeah. Tighten up this bow a little bit, make the shape a little bit more cutesy. Yes, yes. There we go, that's really nice. And then we'll just color match these shadows too. Oh, hang on, it's just not working. I have to do that as its own layer, aren't I? Avengers Assemble! Hello, hello! Welcome in! Oh my goodness, look at all that! Look at all that in the chat! Where am I? Oh yeah, you guys- oh, I got- you guys are raiding! That's so- Welcome to the chat, raiders! Hello, hello! I have an alert for that. Did the alert go off? I'm gonna have to check on that. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for the raid, Ben. Welcome in. We're just having a chill little commission stream, working on some cute chibi models. Speaking of, look at this cutie. Look at all this. We got this cute little lace thing going on here. Look at this cute little lady that we are working on. How adorable is that? I'm obsessed. Alerts are there but silent. Oh, I'm gonna get sounds on those. I do not have sounds on those. Your tablet is alive and well. I am very happy to hear that, Ween. You have to show us some sick art you make with it. How's it going, twin? It's going. It's going. It's going great. Got this adorable... I'm kind of obsessed with this model, actually. This is so stinking cute. I'm having lots of fun working on these, like, little details here. About to add the nice, like, little shiny finishing touches on these little... What are these, like, little ballet slipper bows? I don't know, I'm obsessed, though. I'm so obsessed. So, yeah, add a little bit of that there. This is just not symmetrical. It is just not symmetrizing. There. Ween makes both great and cursed art. Ween talented as fuck. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what you got. I'm excited to see what you do with that tablet. Put that thing to some good use. There we go. There we go. And then make it all pop with that little bit of purple on the edges. Oh, look at that. Oh. Obsessed. Obsessed. Do you have to go and work out, but talk with you later? Alright. You have a good workout. Go get those gains, alright? If you don't come back to this stream with, or back to the chat with 250 sit-ups in one set, you're kicked from the squad. Okay? Cool. Here we go. Okay, that's so cute. I'm so obsessed. The only downside is there's not a lot of leg space to do, like, the rest of the leg details. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's got some little strappy things. Look at with the shoes. There is just not a lot of space on these legs. They're kind of tiny. Kind of tiny legs. So, we're going to squish the bows in so that they fit. And we can actually put other things on the legs too. So it's not just the bows. Which I would be happy with. I think that would be good too. But the more detail we can fit in there, the better. That works. Yeah, I think they needed to be a little smaller. That works. Maybe the bow ribbons will move during rig to show the straps for the shoes. So for these models, the only things, in order to keep like time and cost down for like working on them, there's not a lot of like extra little wibbly wobbly physics on things like this. I wish I could, but considering I already like, how many layers do we have? I can make 3 more layers. I would not be able to finish these models and have like that many extra bouncy layers. I am so sad to say. I wish I could, but Procreate limitations are terrible. It's so sad. But yeah. We will do this though. We're gonna move these down just a little. And we're gonna add the actual little toe tips. Clocking out of work for the day. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You get it as a fellow Procreator. I'm glad. Well, I'm not glad. I wouldn't wish this on any artist. I would not wish the terrible trouble of not having layers on anyone. And then, oh, just kidding, we're gonna use symmetry on that. Oh yeah, we're skipping this one for stream too. This is a good one. We'll do this. Okay. And then... there we go. Little ballet slippers. Not too hard to do. Perfect. Procreator with me, I hope. Procreator. I hardly know her. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that. I think I'm funny. Okay, and then we'll go back with this one. There we go. And then let's see what that looks like with these at full opacity. I like it, but it might be a little illegible, honestly. I think we'll just do it like that. And we'll just pretend that the little straps are underneath the bow. And I think that works. I think that works for the scale that we're working at. You're so boomer, man. I'm big unk, guys. It's alright, I'm aware that I'm unk, so that makes it okay, right? I'm glad you guys love your anime unk, your anime girl unk. Unk be so silly, guys. Oh man. Okay, so those are legs. Those are cute legs. The legs are in fact legging. Clean that a bit. Okay, one more thing. Last thing on the legs, and then we move on to the arms. There we go. Okay, hang on. Last little fix. Gotta just sharpen that up a little bit. There. And there. And look at that! Perfect! Love that. Okay. And so then we're gonna work on these arms really quick. That should be pretty easy. Just a little... Let me put my layer down to make it easier to see. There. So we've got a nice little poofy sleeve sort of thing. And these end kind of in a ragged sort of way. And they drape down a bit. Yeah. I might be stretching the draping just a little bit, but I think it's so cute. It's fine. We'll make it a little... It's okay if we make it a little longer for the chibi. You gotta exaggerate some things for a chibi model, you know? Sorry, changing the shalong again real quick. We're gonna go to... Go back to this one. This is a good one. Actually... Just kidding, we're going all the way back up here. Okay, that'll work. Okay, yeah, that's a good shape for these. Thicken up that outline a little bit. There we go. That might be a little too long. I might have overdone it a little. Tee. I wanted to have that, like, flare sort of look, you know? Like, I feel like that's kind of what we're having in the reference, but I don't think I'm seeing that on my end just yet. What do you treat yourself to tonight? Birria? Birria? What is that? Is that like... That sounds like a frozen yogurt or something. Taco you dip? That sounds kind of fire, actually. Slow-cooked beef tacos that are crazy? That sounds kind of awesome. That sounds kind of awesome, honestly. I think you're onto something. That sounds really good. You know, making me hungry. I haven't eaten anything in a while, so I need to do that soon. You do fuck with them. First ideas were pizza or seafood boil. I don't think I've ever actually had seafood boil. If you were literal about treat, then seafood boil. I don't know. I'm a sucker for a classic pizza on occasion. Then I'll add some shading onto these, and that'll be pretty much it for these arms. These will be real easy mode. Sausage, shrimp, potatoes, and corn drowned in a butter sauce. Say less. I mean, it does sound good. Sounds like a lot. That sounds like a lot. I am excited. My dad was talking about doing Korean barbecue for Christmas, because that's like kind of one of our family traditions at this point. My mom always really liked that movie A Christmas Story, and so Chinese food on Christmas became like a weird tradition for us. And so he's talking about doing Korean barbecue for Christmas dinner. And then Christmas is a big Chinese feast day? Okay, yeah, you get it. Yeah, you get it, for sure. We're on the same wavelength on that one. You're taking from my culture. Is that's a thing? That's a real thing? I thought that was just like a Christmas movie thing. Like, that was just, they did the thing in the movie, and so that's why some people do it. Huh. It do be a thing. Huh. I guess if you say so. You would be the expert in that department. No, it's real because we don't want to cook on all that's open or Asian places. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Doing that much cooking is kind of a hassle, honestly. I can't blame you at all. Like Thanksgiving, I get like that's the big time that you sit down and do the big cook, you know? But like for Christmas, I don't know, maybe it is just because my family's always done the Chinese food thing, but it just doesn't seem like a big meal kind of day, you know? His culture is not your cosplay. Guys. So, no comment. There we go. Look at those. Cute, cute, and cute. I'm taking a little bit of a creative liberty here and making this like a little bit ruffled, I think. And if the client doesn't like it that way, they can definitely tell me so, and I will fix that, no problem. I will point it out even, and make it clear that I did that. And if they don't like that, I will be more than happy to change it. Just, it looks like it would be a little ruffled, you know? And it's not even a lot ruffled, just a little, you know? Gotta get lactate pills for the butter. Bro, no, you just do it. You just go all in and just raw dog it. That's what you gotta do. Dip birria in the seafood boil. See, now that sounds crazy. That just sounds insane. There we go. That's looking good. I like that a lot. Can you guys even see the details on this? I'm looking at it on my monitor here, and it's like... I cannot see shit that I'm doing. It's also dark. Let's see if we can make that a little brighter. There. That's a little closer to what it looks like on my screen. Deadass you could. Bro got the raise, and he's out here doing seafood boil and birria. Seafood boil is just the dip. That's crazy. I mean, what? That's kind of a celebration, you know? It's kind of what you gotta. That's what you're doing anyway, right? Gotta celebrate a little. He's too greedy. We gotta take care of this guy. Bro's allowed to be greedy. He's working hard, making the shmoney. You know? He's allowed to be a little greedy. Bro's he's allowed to be a little hungry, you know? Okay. I think that's it for the sleeves. I think I do need to make them just a wee bit puffier, perhaps. Maybe just pull this up a little, like that. That is just not right. Hold on. That's just not correct. Bro wakes up at 11 for his 9 a.m. job. You know what? If you could do that, you would too. Just don't even lie. Don't even pretend. Maybe that does look right for that. I think we need... I think the last thing we're gonna do here is I gotta make these little ruffly things for the side of the torso. So we're gonna do that really quick. And then that might be about where we end the stream. I know it hasn't been like a crazy long stream, but I think I need to acquire sustenance, you see. Finally a goon that doesn't beat me. No, I will not beat you, AJ. Don't worry, that's thank you, Deck. Anything to do with that, man. 1 million lashes. The AJ White knighting? That's crazy. That is just crazy, y'all. I'm just saying, if you could clock in at 11 a.m. for your 9 a.m. job, would you not do it? I would do it. 100% I would do it. Actually, okay, fun fact, my boyfriend, the job that he's doing right now, like, it's a creative studio, but they're like, it's a creative studio that's run by a bunch of like fucking totally out of touch billionaires, and it works out so incredibly well in his favor. Like, they're very human first, and it's very nice, right? Like, he got paid the other day to go into work, to go to Hobby Lobby, buy a bunch of decorations so that he could decorate a Christmas tree. Like, that was something he was paid for. Like, what? What? There's a war going on in this chat right now. That's crazy. Y'all are silly. That's what that is. I'm just saying, if I could go for the easy mode job, I 100% would. If I had a job that easy mode, life would be, it would be swell, I say. Y'all just jealous. Y'all just jealous the man's got the good job. Me too, though. I am too. The ruffles are not ruffling. This is just, they're not giving quite what I was going for. Well, not quite what I was hoping for. I can fix this, but it's not currently where I want it to be. Gonna start his downfall, Saku. One last hurrah before the new year. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy out here. Does that look ruffly? Does that look like ruffles? I feel like yes. Sorta. I think it looks cute. I think I like that. I think I can live with that. I do also think, however, that the legs need a little bit of this side lighting also. Yep, yep. Yep, yep, yep. Oh, not there. There. And then the inner leg. There we go. Look at that. I'm very pleased with how this looks. To get all this done in, like, how long has it been? 2 hours? I'm pleased with this. This is good. I'm okay with this. Okay. I think... Oh, hang on. Last bit, I swear. I've gotta add this little line here, the little garter belt line sort of thing. What do you call that? Is that a garter? It is a garter, isn't it? There we go. I think we'll do it like that. Merge that down, and then we'll do one more to give it an outline. Alright. Perfect. Perfect. You can't even see it. Why did I draw it? You can't even see it. Okay. That's alright. You'll see it when the body moves. Yeah, see? Okay. Gamers, pals, friends, anyone who decided to show up to this, thank you for showing up. This is, I think, just about where I've got to call it, because my head hurts and I require food and sustenance. So, yeah. So, thank you, everyone, for showing up to my totally impromptu, unannounced stream. Yeah. And, I guess, have a great day, everybody. And, goons, I'll see y'all later. And, yeah. Thanks for being here. Thank you for thank you for being here and listening to me ramble and yap, about, like, nothing for 2 hours. Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for spending the time with me. I appreciate it, all of you. So, yeah. GG's. There were no games, but GG's. And, bye-bye.